Hi guys, it's Keith with Arkenberg Farms. It's about middle July right now and it's officially hot out. So let me take you a tour of the farm and show you how we're dealing with it. Yeah, we're over here on plot 1. This first bed's cropped out. This one over here is supposed to be our spring mix bed. Some real spotty germination here, along with the radish bed next to it. But I believe I figured out what was causing that. We're using Remay, putting it down in the beds to help keep the soil moisture in for germination. And turns out that when you kick the water cycle up like we have, it actually suffocates them. Over here we got our Salanova. It's spotty as well. Different situation here. Starts got a little leggy. There ain't the shade cloth. They melted. Heads were the same thing. About 93, 95 when we did it. Only had the shade cloth. 30% one thickness thick. So we lost a whole bunch. But I did plug some back in and managed to save some. Take you over to the next one. Over here in plot 2, everything's doing nicely. Got our patty pans. They're kind of producing. They're still getting blossom end rot. Onions dropping, ready to be harvested. They come out. Starting to get some peppers on our pepper plants. Got a few in there. And our cucumbers are doing great. They've reached the top of the trellis. They're now going over. I'm getting 5 or 6 a day. You can see here where we got a liter clear down here because we've umbrellaed over the top. A few cucumber beetle problems, but we're managed. Pickle bushes doing great, same thing. They're topping. All right, my recording device died, so we're gonna try this again. Now we're down here on the basil row. Basil's looking great. Been getting good harvests all season. Got tomatoes underneath shade cloth now. I built a shade cloth over my trellis to keep temperatures down. I know it's going to be 95 all week, or actually 100. So above 95, pollen goes sterile. So you have to keep them in the shade to keep them producing. Got a good amount of tomatoes coming in. Starting to get some good clusters, just waiting for them to ripen up. I've already started the lean and lower process. You see how the vines are all curved over, going back across. Some yellow pears starting to ripen up. We got some really good clusters going on over here. Now the early girls, can't tell if they're just topping out and stopping or if they're going to keep going. But again, we got good clusters of tomatoes on them. Just starting to see them break. Same thing with the heirlooms down here. Got some brandywines. And some beefsteaks. Whatever that little guy is. Almost looks like a Roma, but I didn't plant any aromas. So who knows? Okay, time to head over and check out the next plot. Alright, here we are over in plot 3. As you can see, it's almost entirely under landscape fabric now. We got our lettuce for next week. It's doing good. Looking really good and healthy. It's not bolting yet. Toms were pulled. Head lettuce next week. They should size up. Got our transplants in. Dropped these guys in yesterday. They're struggling a little bit. Got them already 30% shade cloth. Doubled it up. Give it a little bit more protection that way. Same thing with the heads. And we got radishes that are coming out next week too. I'll go over and take a look at the greenhouse. And here's the prop house. Not much going on in here right now. We got 1 week old lettuce. 2 weeks. Getting ready to go outside and harden off. Got some cat grass my son's been planting. It looks nice. About hand high. Good for market this week. Our pea shoots. Our radishes and micro are in sunflowers already been harvested. And then out here we got our hardening off station. Just got some starts that are left over. Move everything else back out on Friday. I've got little mister heads controlling the irrigation out here. Inside the greenhouse I set up a bunch of mister heads as well. Got one in each corner, one in the middle, corner, corner, and corner so it doesn't get my potting tray all wet. Got all these going off at 10, 2, and 4 every day for 5 minutes, and that seems to be working great. Here we are in plot 4, and what used to be 4B down there, which is now 6. We got 2 week in the field lettuce starts, bunch of 1 week old spring mix here, 1 week old radishes, and we got an empty bed that's going to have spring, and one that was just planted with radishes. We come down here to the end. We got all the toms that were cropped out, all the lettuce we cut. Looks like we're getting a few to regrow. Starting to get a little leggy. We'll see. I've got the extra bed space right now, so I'll leave it. Here's where our Alkindus is. And here's our heads for this week. Got some Muirs, Romaine, our reds, our big old butter heads. Down here this was all cropped out and it's ready to be planted. Radishes are just cropped out this morning. And spring mix I cut earlier this week, last week maybe. Looks like it's coming back. Should hopefully be able to get a second cut off of it. Let's head on to the next one. And finally we end at plot 5. Got my first row here. I did an experiment. Mixed up seed, sprinkled it by hand. Tried to rake it in. Got some stuff germinating here and there. All in all, I don't think it worked very well. I might have to try again later. I got my salad mix lettuce. It's 2 weeks out, so it's doing good. Along with our heads, the minis, and the large heads. They're all 2 weeks out. They're doing good. Got radishes about 2 weeks old. And we got the rest of our heads that were planted last week. Dill looks amazing. It's got big, giant, beautiful heads on it right now. We cutting a bunch of that out because it's really starting to shade out my kale down here. But the kale's actually starting to take back off again now. It's starting to see some sunlight since I've been harvesting. And down at the end we got 2 bed spring mix. Well, 2 half beds. You only go over to there. Cut this a couple days ago. It's starting to come back good. Got a little flea beetle damage in it, not bad though. This one over here is a little smaller, so I'm gonna wait to cut that next week because of the germination issues we had over in 1. But it should be good to go too. Hope you guys like what you saw here today. Thought it was useful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank y'all. Have a good day.